Hello, today we're going to do an American sports car, cartoon style. And this style is by Takara, or nowadays Takara Tomy. They're the same company that makes Tomeka Limited vintage cars. So it's interesting that they would, also make cartoon cars, but they do a lot of funky stuff. Alright, so what do we have here? An image, GM official, and then the bottom says 2007, original copyright 1980, and then 2007 for this one. This seems to be a completely new product. It's still taped together, so let us open this guy and see what's happening. Okay. So, this packaging is quite wasteful. I don't know why they have to have in this giant case, but I guess people weren't thinking so much about the environment or the health of society, now that we all have plastic in our bodies by eating our own garbage. Wow, not only is this a big case for a small model, it actually has protective plastic to protect the plastic that's going to protect the car. Right? It's just crazy. And it came in a box. There's like 3 layers of protection going on here for a toy car. Not even really a scale model. Alright. And then yes, it's weird. I've seen this before with my Hummer H2. I just don't understand why this display case needs to be this big. Like, it could only be that big and still look pretty cool. Whatever. Anyways, this thing it's a friction fit, I guess. It just rests on there. So, while we're down here, yeah, it does say 1980 and 2007. This white residue on the tire is really nothing to be worried about. You just wipe it off and the tire looks new again. Alright, let's look at this. I think this is a 1980 Corvette that they were going for. If you look at the, reflectors are in the same place there. Yeah, the wheels obviously don't match. These are your standard 5-spoke wheels. In this case, it's the T-top, so they have a black canopy going on. Let's look at the foreshortening here. Roughly the same height as the photo. Well, maybe not, but still. It's cartooned. It's shrunken down. Yeah, right? Yeah, it's got the little kicked up tail and stuff. That's also what makes me think it's a 1980. Alright, well, let's take a closer look here. Alright, so we have a tiny little, is that a door handle? No, I think the door handle's up here. Yep, it is up here. Maybe that's a keyhole. Yeah, I guess that's for the lock mechanism. It's nice that there's silver paint there on that door handle. There's a tiny vent behind the front wheel well. That's funny. Yeah, those are painted nicely. The reflectors or the side blinker. I don't know if that blinks or not. And then I don't know if this blinks or not, but this orange paint, black paint here for the vent. And then it's nice that it actually has the Corvette logo. Oh, but look at this. This is the first Choro-Q I've seen with paint rash. Wow, I didn't think Choro-Q's got paint rash because they're made of plastic. Interesting. Or was it just painted poorly originally? Like, maybe that's dust? No, it looks like paint rash. But why would it have paint rash? Because there's no gas. Well, weird. Really weird. That's a mystery for me. Okay, well, the taillights are recessed and they're painted red. Okay. Corvette. It would have been nice to say, like, 1980 or C3 Corvette. Alright, so smoked glass to try to hide that motor. Okay, well, unfortunately, this is a bit of a disaster. That's totally unexpected. I thought I was immune collecting these plastic models, but apparently not. That's unfortunate. Well, nothing I can do about that, because if I strip it off, I'm going to lose that, and I can't duplicate that. I could duplicate everything else. But I also don't think I could paint this edge very nicely. Alright, so I'm going to have to live with it. But I'm going to improve upon it because I like this Corvette, so I'm going to add my own 3D wheels here. I looked up images of this C3 Corvette and I'm going to put the same wheels on as those photographs I just showed you. So let's take this off. we go. Yeah, this is a different motor than what I'm used to seeing. Different shape. Alright, so the question is, do I just keep the stock ride height and swap out the wheels, or do I use putty and lower the thing? I think I'm going to lower the thing, actually. So, this time around, I'm going to use a piece of balsa wood that I painted black. And I'm going to put that in there. Some double-sided tape. That's a little bit too long. Alright, I trimmed off a little bit of that balsa wood. It's really easy to do because it's such a soft wood. And then I double-sided taped it to the bottom here. Let's put this back together. Alright, so I have this Uhu sticky tack stuff. Uhu Potafix Pro is what it's officially called. And then just press these in here. Alright, so now it's a lowered Corvette with the original wheels. There we go, looking pretty good. Great thing about the putty is you can, set the camber if you want, but I don't really see Americans doing that on American sports cars, so I'm just going to leave it vertical, as it should, for driving at least. Okay, well, let's take a look at a couple other models. So the first model we should probably look at is an actual 1/64 scale C3 Corvette. It seems to be an earlier year, but it is a C3, and this is made by ChoroQ. Right, there we go, top view. Yeah, the ChoroQ is a pretty good model. I like it. It has the same type of wheels, actually. Okay, let's get that out. And let's compare it to a couple other ChoroQs. I only have 2 American sports cars other than this one. Let's put this guy up here. He's the type of guy that would be driving this Corvette, I think. Ford GT40. And then I have a Pontiac Firebird, I believe. The Firebird's a little weird looking. The nose of it is a separate piece and it's really squished. But the GT40 I think looks pretty awesome. I did add a little black paint detail to it though, to the vents. And I painted the wheels a little bit better than they came, with some extra orange paint and blacked out between the spokes. Alright, so top view. Alright, let's get this out. So I think it's really great that ChoroQ has done some American vehicles, or US, North American vehicles. Everything's not just JDM, Japanese stuff. I know they do European stuff, some Mercedes as well, but mostly it seems like they do Japanese because they're a Japanese toy company, right? They have the easiest access to Japanese manufacturers' info. But anyway, so this is a nice little touch, except, the paint. That's a surprise. I was not expecting that. So be mindful of that even a plastic-bodied vehicle is susceptible to getting paint rash. I would have to only assume that it's not the plastic causing the problem, it's the actual paint that's the problem. So that's very unfortunate. But I'm going to have to live with it. It's unlikely I'm going to buy this model again. I like the Corvette and all, but not enough to buy it twice. Alright guys, well, I'll see you the next time one comes in. Thanks.